Hi.
Wonderful morning.
Better than the night before?
No, I wish that could have lasted forever.
So do I.
But you have to get married today. I haven't forgotten that. Of course, you may not have to walk down the aisle if Beau rescues Sarah.
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
In the meantime, I'm sure there's something we could do to occupy our time.
You know what?
What?
We have the rest of our lives to just lounge around like this, but I think we better get up and get to work and get you ready for your wedding.
Beau, now this joke is not funny anymore. Last night you told me you were going to find a way to stop this wedding, but you just haven't mentioned quite yet how you're going to do it.
Here, put your robe on.
Honey, please. This is really getting down to the wire. Now, last night you told me I was going to have to go through with this fiasco, and I find it very hard to believe, after the night we just spent together, that you would want me to marry another man. Unless, of course, you don't love me.
I love you more than life itself, but that's exactly what I expect you to do, honey. You got to go through with this wedding.
No. It was really very easy. Once I told Viki that I wanted to help raise money for the drug rehab center, she said, yeah, the job's yours.
Good people look for the good in other people.
A fatal weakness.
Or strength, depending on how you look at it.
Oh, here we go. Father Tony Vallone and his sermon for the day.
No sermon, no homily, no speech. I'm just glad you're going to be spearheading this Outlook House project for Viki.
Glad? Even after I tell you my real reasons?
No, I'll tell you something. I believe in the redemption of souls. I really do. Yours included. You'll see once you start helping these young drug addicts, you'll give up on this blind ambition of yours.
The only one who's blind is you, Tony.
Relax. It's just a storm.
Just a storm, yes. That's what Max said. He said it was just a storm. Max, is something wrong?
Storm.
I remember another storm before the accident. I gotta remember the accident, Lily. The moment I can't go back and change. The moment that changed me forever.
Max, don't.
I gotta remember, Lily. I gotta remember the accident. It destroyed my face and robbed me of everything I loved.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one night to live.
Who is it?
Klaus, Your Highness.
Come in.
Good morning, Miss Gordon.
Morning. You'll excuse me if I don't look my best.
I believe His Highness would take exception to that.
Megan always looks beautiful, but right now I'm more concerned with keeping her alive. What's the word?
I followed your order, sir. I've been watching Sarah Gordon's room around the clock, and she did not leave her apartment last night.
Well, that's impossible. I mean, Beau had plenty of time to find her and to get her out of the palace.
Well, did you see Beau entering or leaving a room?
No, sir. After Prince Roland's men searched the room last night, they sealed it off. No one was allowed to enter, and sources have told me that Beau has not been caught.
Well, then that means that Beau couldn't have gotten past security.
Well, that doesn't sound like Beau to me.
Well, he's never been up against anyone like my brother before. Well, it looks as if I'll have to go through with the marriage after all.
Oh, this is barbaric. While the rest of Europe is racing ahead, Roland is pushing us back to the Dark Ages.
Well, he hasn't succeeded yet. Klaus, can we count on the troops?
I've been in contact with every Lowell garrison outside the capital. You still command their hearts, sir. With luck, the army will arrive in time to stop the ceremony.
Well, great. That's the best news we've had in days.
Don't get your hopes up too high, Megan. Roland could have the same information.
I've tried to keep your orders secret, sir. However, as soon as our troops close in on the city, Roland will be alerted.
At which point, he'll call up his troops, and then the fighting begins.
Fight? What do you mean? Here at the palace, fighting?
Yes. Once my brother and I could work out our hostilities over a game of chess, I'm afraid those days are over. Klaus, I want you to take Megan out of the country before the shooting starts.
Yes, Your Highness.
No, I'm not leaving you. Okay, that's just
But
fine.
Prince Roland gave me special instructions.
Oh, I know. He wants to pamper me on my wedding day. But you know something? I'm a good old American girl, and I can butter my own toast, and I even pour my own coffee, okay? So that's fine. Thank you so much. So very much. Thank you.
That's my great old American girl. The guy ought to be shooting cannon somewhere. I've forgotten what food even looks like.
I can't believe you're thinking about food at a time like this.
These are really great. These hard rolls, they call them brochettes or something.
Sweetheart.
Good coffee.
Yeah, but please, stop stuffing your face and just tell me what's going on. I mean, last night you tell me I have to go through with this wedding, and now you want me to order breakfast. What is going on
It
here?
ought to be obvious to you by now. In order for my plan to work, you've got to go through with the wedding, honey.
What plan?
You want orange juice?
Oh,
All right, I promised you I'm going to get you out of here.
right, how?
Use your imagination.
Oh, of course. You're going to come into the ballroom on some big white horse, and at the last minute you're going to scoop me up and take me out, right?
I like that.
Bo.
Okay, look, sweetheart, all you have to do is two things for me right now. Number one, trust me, that's the most important.
But...
Number two, get that little guy with the funny suit back in here. Tell him to take this breakfast cart away.
I haven't even touched my breakfast.
So what? I did. Do it.
Hi. Excuse me. Could you come here?
Yes, Miss Hall.
Thank you. I decided I'm really not that hungry after all, so if you could just take this out, that would be nice. Thanks so much.
Just a minute. Well, you've hardly eaten anything, Sarah. I hope you're feeling well on this very special day.
Yes, I am. Well, as well as can be expected. What, do I have to eat my eggs and my bacon now in order to please your highness?
Take this away. Would you wait in the hall, please? I expect that you may have more of an appetite after the ceremony.
You're assuming there's going to be a ceremony.
Oh, there will be. It's been hours since Megan and Bo and Dorian escaped from the tower. They've not been able to rescue you. They've not even notified the authorities that you're being forced to marry against your will. I think it's safe to say that by this afternoon, you and I will be in-laws.
Max, I told you about the accident.
Maybe, but I don't remember any of it.
Jared calls that post-trauma amnesia. Your brain is protecting you from...
No, I don't want to be protected. Not by Jared, not by you, not by anybody. I want to know what happened. I want to know everything. All of it. I don't care about the pain. Oh, it's coming back. I'm beginning to remember everything that led up to the accident. Gabrielle was so afraid of the storm that night. She thought it was some kind of omen, and I told her nothing could ever hurt us.
When the storm's over, Max, we could go for a walk or maybe a long drive. I think the fresh air would do you good.
And I went out to get the marriage license and the ring. Yeah, I remember that. And then I offered to take Gabrielle with me. And she said no, she wanted to stay and get a dress and decorate the parlor for the wedding. then I gave her something. Well, what was it? Oh, yeah, my lucky coin. And all I told her she had to do was to rub it. And only good things would happen for her.
You know, once you get outside, you won't believe how beautiful the countryside is around here. We'll go for a drive on Mountain View Lane.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I was driving along a country road, and someone flagged me down. Yeah, a hitchhiker. And I was feeling so great, so of course I picked him up. Gave him a lift. He was a real friendly guy. And then we were driving along the road, and then I saw you. I swerved to avoid you, and then the wheels of the car locked on the icy road, and I couldn't keep control of the car. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't keep control of the car, and then I saw the tree in slow motion coming straight at me. Thank God. That sound, and then nothing.
You're thinking of Max, aren't you?
I'm thinking of work and how good that is when you're grieving. Thinking about our work together.
Our work? Now, Gabrielle, don't tell me you've decided to become a nun again.
No, this time you will be working on my side of the street. I want you to help me get Outlook House off the ground.
Oh, no. Now, wait a second. You're asking me to be your partner on this project?
It's already been decided. That is, unless you're not willing to help those poor drug addicts when they need your help.
Why don't you talk straight?
When I spoke to Viki, she felt that it would be too much for me to handle alone. She wanted me to work with a committee of goody-goodies.
Oh, no. Let me guess. You refused.
Diplomatically, of course. Well, I couldn't tell her that a blue-ribbon committee was only going to get in the way of what I wanted. Besides, I'd have to watch my P's and Q's all the time, whereas
with me, you could be your own wicked self.
That's right. I don't have to pretend to be an angel around you. You know exactly what I want.
Why do I get the feeling that you want me on this project for another reason?
There's no other reason. I just want you to know where we stand.
Oh, I know exactly where we stand.
Oh. You think that I want you working beside me so that you can save my immortal soul?
Now, you said it. I didn't.
Well, I don't really care what you think. It doesn't matter to me. Are you with me or not?
Oh, I'm with you, Gabrielle.
On the project, I mean.
That's what I meant, too. Gabrielle, it's okay. It's just it's too much ozone in the atmosphere or too little. I never can get that straight. It just makes the storm seem worse than it really is.
Why did Max leave? Why did he leave when... Oh, God.
As I was saying, that was not a request. It was an order.
Well, fine. You can command your army, but I make my own choices, and I choose to stay here with you.
Maybe you don't understand, but there could be open warfare in the palace.
Your Highness, every second counts if we are to get Miss Gordon away from here safely.
Look, I'm not leaving you and Sarah when you need me most.
Will you listen to me? Now, Sarah is more valuable to Roland alive than dead. You are not. If you stay, I'll be so worried about you I won't be able to think about anything else.
I know that I can help you. I can be an extra set of eyes.
I have my own eyes back now, remember? Now you have to leave.
I can't just leave you.
Megan. Do you care about me?
How can you even ask that
Well,
question?
then go with Klaus so I won't have to worry about you. Roland doesn't stand a chance against me.
Raymond. All right, fine. I will go, but if anything happens...
Hurry, Klaus, before I change my mind.
This way, Miss Gordon. Roland's men have been distracted, hopefully long enough for us to get away safely.
Don't you die on me. If you do, I will never, ever forgive you.
I'm a prince, remember? I haven't let you down yet.
After you get dressed in that suit, I will escort you to the main entrance to the palace. You will step out, wave to your adoring public. You will then come back here, change into your wedding gown, and then you will be led down to the grand ballroom where Raymond will be waiting for you.
How come you're in such a rush? You afraid of something, Roland?
Oh, hardly. You should be afraid, Sarah. You see, after you and Raymond say your I-dos, you will be whisked off on your ultra-private honeymoon. I don't see any reason to bring you back to the real world for a very, very long time.
I don't think you're ever going to bring us back. I think you're going to take us to some remote spot, and you're not going to...
No, pre-wedding jitters, the typical nervous bride. Would you please put those on the bed for me? Thank you.
I want to know the truth. You plan on killing us, don't you? That's part of the plan.
I strongly suggest that you save that lovely voice of yours for your vows.
Roland, your bridesmaids are ready.
Enchanting, Helga. And you, Cassie, a vision. I'll leave you to your ladies-in-waiting, Sarah. When she's dressed, bring her out to the foyer.
Oh, she'll be there.
And what's the saying? Happy the bride the sun shines upon.
Good for you.
What do you mean, good? I'm so shaky I can't hold myself together, and if the lightning's...
Shh. It's good that you let down your guard.
Oh, yeah, I bet God loves it when I'm weak.
He'll take you any way he can get you. Gabrielle, tell me about the storm. The other one.
It was just like tonight. Thunder and lightning. And it sure went down my spine just like it did tonight. Only instead of you.
It was Max who held you.
He told me that it was just a storm. And that I wasn't to worry or fear.
He was right. The heavens don't conspire against us.
Oh, they don't. They don't.
No,
I
they
used to
don't.
love storms. But that night, I had a feeling that it was a sign or an omen.
But he wouldn't let you see it that way, would he?
No. He kept trying to make me forget about the storm, and he did. To forget about everything that I feared.
Gabrielle, what did he use to make you forget that storm?
His love.
Don't you ever forget that. Come here.
Oh, Tony. He told me that we should just concentrate on us and all of our plans for our wedding. Do you know the moment he asked me to marry him and I said yes? Certain God was going to strike me down right then and there.
But it didn't happen, did it?
No. No, God is far too clever for that. He bided his time. He waited and watched Max make all the perfect plans for a perfect wedding. And then he went out to get the perfect ring.
And then?
No, no more. I don't want to remember anymore.
Gabrielle, you can't just turn it off like that. You've got to let it out, all of it.
No. I said goodbye, kissed him.
Gabrielle, you scream, you let it out any way you can. It's the only way to get past it. Gabrielle!
I waited, and he never came back. And then there was a knock at the door, and the policeman said...
Don't stop, Gabrielle. Don't stop. Let it out.
I have to stop! It's all I have left of him! No! Max, don't dredge up the past. It hurts too much.
It hurts even more not to. I'm there, Lily. I can put myself there.
Max, don't.
The road, the car, the moment I lost control.
You don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. The moment the car started to slide. Everything took forever. I mean, My life didn't flash before me, and nothing quite so cliche. But I did see the best part of my life. Gabrielle. And my little boy. I saw them together. They were alone. All helpless. Waiting for me to come back to them. Waiting and waiting and waiting.
You won't have to wait long, Max. Soon Jared will be able to perform the operation.
It won't matter.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. He'll give you a new face just like he gave me. And then you'll be able to go back to your son and to Gabrielle.
I don't want a new face. I need to look at the horror. Stare it right in the face. Don't you see, that's the only way I can free myself from it. Now, Lily, I need you to do me a favor.
Anything, Max?
Take me there.
Here.
The scene of the accident.
It wouldn't kill you to smile, or anyone else for that matter. Remember, it is your wedding day.
You'll never get away with this, Roland.
If I don't, if I go down in defeat, I will take everyone with me, including you and my brother.
You are insane.
Just tired of being in second place.
Somehow, some way, this brilliant little plan of yours is never going to work.
You had better, for your own sake, hope and pray that it does, that everything proceeds as planned. And what God has joined together, well, you know the rest.
I'm sure you're quite a fighter. You know all the right moves, but I'm afraid they won't work on me. Haven't you heard what they called me? Oh, yes, she's very fragile and very delicate on the outside, but inside she's got a heart made of steel.
Let me tell you something, kiddo. Every fighter leads with something. You know, it's a stiff left jab, or sometimes it's a right hand. But you lead with this tough act. You try to scare me off, but you can't. I've been in the ring with professionals, heavyweights. You see, I just learned to duck that first blow and counterpunch.
Well, I don't believe we're in the ring now.
Could have fooled me.
Either we talk about Viki's project or we don't talk at all.
Gabrielle, what are you going to throw in the towel and leave? And what if I let you do that, huh? You were finally reaching out to me. You were just opening up to me. You can't cloud that over with a bunch of cynicism.
Why not? This is me. The other Gabrielle died with Max.
I don't believe that.
Don't you get it? Don't you get anything? I am sick of being weak and sad and a mess. It's not going to heal my wound. It's not going to take away my pain. And by God, it's not going to bring back the man that I love. I am going to get what I want out of this joke of a world for me and my son.
I know you, Gabrielle. Better than you think I know you. You need to know why Max was taken from you. Okay. We're getting out of here.
Why?
Put it on. We're going for a drive.
What drive?
Come on. You'll find out when we get there.
I'm not going anywhere with you till you tell me what it is all about.
You want me to start this drug rehab project with you? Well, the deal's off unless you go on this drive with me. Now, you can take that or you can leave it.
I thought you said low blows were illegal.
Oh, they are. But sometimes they're so effective. Come on.
Help her with her veil.
Sorry, Sarah.
Well, even more beautiful than before.
Everything is right on schedule.
Keep our blushing bride here until I tell you.
Yes, of course, Roland. Where will you be?
I'm the dutiful brother, aren't I? It's up to me to babysit the nervous groom.
Well, now, what should we do while we're waiting? Ah, I have an idea. Do we have all of our accessories? Something old, something new, something borrowed?
Helga, shut up. Yes, you can drop the happy bridesmaids act.
You know, I don't like the attitude the two of you are having right now. I would think that her bride and her maid of honor would be smiling, would be happy, would be festive if they knew what was right for them.
Oh, Sarah, do you think she's threatening us?
Sweet Helga?
No. She would never do anything like that.
Look, I don't need to use threats. No one will suspect that this isn't the happiest day of your life.
No one's allowed.
Excuse me.
Oh, sister, what can I do to help you?
I would like to see the bride-to-be for to pray.
No, that's impossible. I'm sorry, but the bride can't see anyone until the ceremony. Those are my orders.
Yeah, well, I have orders too from the bishop of the ceremony, and you know who gets his orders from.
Oh, well, I guess if the bishop insists,
You can stay and pray with us if you'd like.
Oh, no, thank you. I said my prayers this morning.
Ah, yeah.
And don't be too long, because the prince will be waiting at the altar.
Well, ladies, are we ready to pray together?
Raymond, you put the rest of us to shame. Every inch the dashing prince.
Knock it off, Roland.
Now, why is it that every bridegroom gets edgy on his wedding day? I do hope you won't let your jangled nerves get the best of you at the ceremony. Do I make myself clear?
You don't have to threaten me, Roland. I have my eyesight back, remember? I can see that your men are stationed everywhere. There's no way out and no way for anyone to get in.
You sound like a man resigned to his fate.
Now, what choice do I have?
So it would seem. And yet, Sarah couldn't resist warning me that my plan might just blow up in my face. Now, what do you suppose she meant?
Well, Sarah's never made a secret of her feelings for you. Maybe she was just indulging in a little wish fulfillment. I'm too pragmatic for that.
Since when did you become a pragmatist?
Relax, Roland. Enjoy your victory. You hold all the cards, king, queen, jack. All we can do is play along.
You neglected to mention the ace. The one that is usually up someone's sleeve.
No. You really should do something about this paranoia.
United States. Press. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. United States Press. Mind if I get a quick picture of you?
No, absolutely not. No.
Well, aren't you one of the bridesmaids?
Yes, that's right, I am.
Really? How well do you know the bride?
Look, all of the important information is in the official press release. Why don't you take a look at it, okay?
Thank you very much. Friendly people here in Mendora. Smile.
What the hell? Corey, listen. I need your help. Where's Sarah? I'll tell you. Come on. Come on.
Max, it could rain again in any minute. I think we should be getting back.
That's the tree, isn't it? The tree that my car struck.
Yes.
The marks are like scars. Like the scars on my face.
Please. Look, you've seen enough. Jared will be on my back if I don't get you straight home.
No, not yet. I want to remember everything that happened that night, down to the smallest detail.
You have your memory back. You remember it all.
Yes, before the accident. Even the moment when I lost the car and struck this tree. But after that, I blacked out. Now, damn it, I gotta know, Lily. Now, I can't have the most important moment of my life remain a blank. Now, come on, tell me. Now, you were there. You pulled me out. Now, tell me, where was
Max.
I? Come on, tell me.
You were in the car, and your head was through the windshield, and the engine was on fire, and I didn't see the other person, the hitchhiker. I didn't see him.
You pulled me out by yourself?
Yeah, I don't know how, but I got you away from the car.
Now, if you got me out of the car before it exploded, how was I burned?
Well, you were dizzy and disoriented, and I fell and hurt my knee. And when I turned around, you were heading back for the car.
The hitchhiker, of course.
I tried to stop you, but before I knew it, there was an explosion. And you screamed.
I screamed. I remember it all now. The pain was indescribable, but only for an instant. Only for an instant. And then there was a sensation. Like my outside and inside were burning away. Like my whole self was being destroyed, but for a purpose. But what for? Why would I have to lose so much? What could be worth all that pain?
I found this on you after the accident. I was waiting for the right time to give it to you. I guess now's as good a time as any.
Gabrielle's ring.
Somehow it survived the fire.
It ought to be on Gabrielle's finger. We ought to be married. We ought to be living in a family with our son. We ought to be so happy.
Right, let's go back to the car.
No, I can't.
Then let's go for a walk, okay? Please?
I've got to come back to this spot.
Okay, I promise, I promise. I think a walk would do you good.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, let's go.
I'll keep a lookout on the hallway. When I come back in, make like a nun quickly.
Okay, thanks, Cassie. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine now that I know that you're all right, but Bo said that you were supposed to get away.
Well, look who's talking. Bo said he was going to come here last night and get you out of here. What happened?
It's a very long story. Bo ended up spending the night here in my room.
Oh, and I was feeling sorry for you.
Where did you end up spending the night?
Oh, I was forced to spend it with Raymond.
Forced?
Yes. No, actually, it was lovely. If only the morning hadn't come.
I know the feeling. Anyway, Bo snuck out of here before he had a chance to tell me what the plan was.
Well, I have a feeling the two of them are in cahoots. Raymond shoved me out of there without explaining anything to me either. He made me go off with Klaus.
Well, so how did you get back here dressed like this?
Klaus put me on a train and put me in the custody of these nuns that are loyal to Raymond. Once I explained the whole story to them, they switched clothes with me, and here I am. I just wish the soldiers would hurry up.
Wait. This is just getting more and more confusing. What?
Raymond is sending his troops here. He fears that a battle will break out right here at the palace.
And you came back here knowing that you could be in the middle of it? I thought my sister was smarter than that.
Yeah, well, dumb or not dumb, if you're in trouble, Sarah, so am I.
I love you for that. But if Bo's plan doesn't work and Raymond's troops don't get back here, you're going to be crying at my wedding and my funeral.
Helga, we're ready to begin.
Now, all the people are just being seated now.
Now, Helga.
Your Highness.
Yes, Captain?
3 regiments are approaching the city.
Damn, I knew he was up to something.
They're all loyal to your brother. If they get near them...
No, I'll take care of that. Look, the moment that my brother marries, he's abdicated the throne, Raymond and his bride will tragically die in an accident. His loyalists will then have no choice but to support me, especially in my hour of grief.
Hold it right there, Your Majesty.
No pictures, please.
Well, this is for all your friends back in America. Say I'm with the Banner in Landview.
Ah, yes. Well, I suppose I owe it to my many American friends.
Thank you very much. Listen, I would love a quick interview before the ceremony. You know a place where we might have a little chat?
Yes, well, I think that could be arranged.
What are you doing out here?
Helga, well, it's just that prayer is such an intimate thing. I thought I would leave them alone. Wait a second, they're not finished yet.
Enough prayers. What's going on?
Tell the musicians and the bishop to take their places. Raymond.
Where the hell is my brother?
Absolutely not.
Your Majesty, please, not so loud. A big part of Beau's plan is secrecy.
Well, Beau's plan is out of the question.
No offense, but have you got a better idea?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Troops loyal to me are on their way to the palace right now. Now, if we could just stall for time.
Yeah, but what if we don't have enough time? Listen, Your Highness, I don't like to be the one to point this out to you right now, but you are not calling the shots. Roland is the one who is in charge right now.
Until my troops arrive.
I hope you're right. I mean, I hope they do get here in time, but if they don't, Beau's plan may be the only chance we all have of getting out of here alive.
Leaving Roland still in charge.
Temporarily, yes. Listen, what is that old saying? He who fights and runs away...
Yeah, lives to fight another day. I've always thought of that as a saying for cowards.
There's all different kinds of courage. You know, it's possible that Beau's plan will make heroes out of all of us.
Either that or a fine set of trophies for Roland to hang on the wall of his hunting lodge.
Gee, I wish you hadn't put it quite that way.
You still want to be a hero?
Your Majesty, we may not have much of a choice.
When are you going to tell me where we're going?
Okay, we're there.
Where? This is nowhere. It's the side of a road.
No, this is the same road Max was driving on that night on his way back to the inn. Gabrielle, yes.
No.
This is where it happened.
Why did you bring me here of all places?
This is for your own good.
No, this is not for my own good.
It's the only way to make you forget what happened. Gabrielle, look. Gabrielle, look at the tree. Gabrielle, you can see where the car struck it. This is no nightmare. This is no act of a vengeful God. This was an accident, the kind that happens every day in real life.
Let go of me!
Gabrielle, you want to look at it? I know you do. You want to let it go, the pain, the horror, the anger?
You call yourself a priest?
Gabrielle, let it out. Don't cover it up. Don't close up on me.
Go to hell! I hope you burn!
Hate me, Gabrielle!
Damn
you! Hate me, Gabrielle! Let it out! Let it out!
Damn you! Damn you!
You said that you were here to pray with her. What were you talking about, sister?
Helga, I can explain everything.
Stay out of this. I'm asking them.
The sister was just comforting me.
Why? What did you tell her?
I was just feeling a little nervous about walking down the aisle in front of all those strangers, so the sister was just comforting me a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. Wish you well. God bless you, my child. God bless you.
Well, I hope for your sake that she calmed your nerves because the music is about to begin now.
Now?
Wait, I thought we had 20 minutes.
No, there's been a change of plans. So you better pull yourself together, Sarah, really. You don't want to disappoint your subjects now, do you?
Where is Beau? He said he'd do something.
Your Highness, Prince Raymond walked off with a reporter.
Walked off? Walked off!
I have already sent men to find him, sir.
But that's not good enough, is it? If my brother doesn't show up in the next 30 seconds...
That's the reporter.
Your Highness! The bishop informs me Prince Raymond is in the waiting area next to the altar.
Thank you, Captain. I'll deal with you later.
Wednesday, Doogie's out in a cheap hotel and Vinny's in at the hospital on Doogie Howser, MD. Then Hannah thinks Marty stole her movie deal and her friends are right behind her on Anything But Love. After Casey meets her toughest customer,